Thank you. Where do I start after such a talented speaker and motivated speech? Thank you. It was very interesting to listen. I'm the formal representative of Israel government to India for water issues. And usually where I come to these conferences, I speak about the Israel water story. And Israel is 60% desert, and still nowadays it's produces 120% of its water consumption. And I will tell you shortly how. We are very proud of innovations and technologies being invented in Israel, like drip irrigation, that are very relevant to India agriculture sector. But let me go through the Israel water story, and I hope discussion can be after that. So since its beginning, Israel has struggled to maintain efficient agriculture, produce its own food and supply water to increase in population. At the same time, that the amount of water available from natural sources do not change and even decrease. So it was a big challenge that need to answer many questions. For example, how can we be sure that the water is of high quality, clean and healthy? And how do we develop agriculture and food security under desert conditions? And how do we leave enough water for nature and for ecosystems? And the Israel approach to water management has been driven by necessity and creativity. However, this journey wasn't without challenges. In the 1980s, when water loss, over-extraction of groundwater, and overuse of natural resources was a growing concern, just like in India, Israel had to face the reality of over-extraction, water quality, and the growing strain on natural resources. Those challenges push Israel to rethink its water management strategies and find new solutions to protect its water sources. Therefore, the State of Israel realized that it's necessary to manage water resources correctly and create a smart water management plan that focus on four pillars. One is desalination. I'm sure you know that Israel is the main world leader in the desalination of seawater, and almost 70% of Israel water domestic use comes from desalinated seawater, and it reduced the country's reliance on natural freshwater sources. Wastewater treatment and reuse. Over 90%, again, 90% of sewage in Israel is being treated and reused for agriculture. Around 80% of water used in agriculture sector is from reclaimed water. This with, of course, use of drip irrigation and smart agriculture methods. Now, the Israeli sector of agriculture is less than 20% of the population, but it gives the entire needs of agriculture needs to Israel and also export. Smart use of natural water resources, like investment in projects that help refill aquifers and allow sustainable water extraction, have helped to improve water quality and increase groundwater reserves. Thanks to those efforts, the Sea of Galilee has reached its highest water level in years. Since its beginning, the Sea of Galilee was the only natural water source in Israel, the upper water source, and now we don't use it anymore. So we managed to rejuvenate it to its previous days before we used it too much. And of course, reducing water loss. As Mr. Singh mentioned, also use and demand is also important, a crucial pillar in water management, and domestic users in Israel and in the cities, the non-revenue and water loss is average of 5–6%. If I compare it to the global average of 25 to 30, and I'm sure in India it's a little bit higher. And this success is due to advanced technologies like leak detection, and smart water meters, and of course, smart water management. And thanks to this, we have developed circular water economy, where every drop is used efficiently and sustainability. Agriculture, which one relied on heavily on fresh water, now use treated wastewater for most of its need, like I said. This change has reduced freshwater use in farming to less than 50%, allowing Israel to manage water better without affecting food security. Israel's success is also the result of cooperation across different sectors. One is the private sector. Over 150 companies in Israel focus on water technologies, and those solutions are shared with other countries around the world. Academic research, leading universities and research centers in Israel are pushing innovation in water management, desalination, and treated technologies. And government and public initiatives. Israel government has created policies and programs that support sustainable water practices and the adoption of new technologies. For conclusion, Israel Water Story shows that even in dry climate, it's possible to solve water challenges with smart planning and teamwork. Countries which face similar issues can adopt ideas, and we would like to share, like reusing wastewater and managing groundwater carefully and using desalination in coastal areas to secure water future. Thank you.